Welcome back to another episode of Interview with a Solar Expert. And today I am joined by a very exciting expert. We have the executive chairman from PowerBank here with us, Matt Wayrynen. Welcome, Matt. Thanks so much for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Having been with us since the beginning and founding the company, working directly with Richard, can you share what really inspired the company's founding?
Yes. So years and years ago when I was a kid, I used to subscribe to Popular Science and Popular Mechanics. And I remember seeing solar arrays. And so I was transitioning from one business that we had taken public and it was going sort of on its own. And it didn't require my skill set anymore. I'm at the very beginning stages. And I had thought more and more about it. And I realized what was going on in Europe. And at that moment, Europe was just starting to expand, especially Germany with regards to solar energy. Okay. So then I partnered with a group out of Vancouver who had an office in Italy. And so the equivalent to somewhat fit contracts were happening in Europe. And so I went back and forth to Europe many times to see what was going on in Italy and Spain. And I was about to raise capital and start the business off there. And then what happened is I found out through another associate that Ontario was doing a feed-in tariff contract, and it made it possible to do solar government contracts, feed-in tariff contracts, in the province of Ontario. But because that was also in Canada, we could use flow-through investments. And previously in the mining industry, you use mining and oil and gas, you use a mechanism called flow-through shares. And that's when you'll be able to purchase shares, and then you can use that as a 100% deduction off of your income tax. So it helps promote that industry, mining and oil and gas. That was now available for renewable in Ontario on feed-in tariff contracts. Mm-hmm. So then the investor base liked that idea, and then we started raising the first $50,000, and it took about 6 months to raise $50,000 to convince people that there was sun shining in Ontario. And then over the period of a few years, then we started to raise about $65 million, because then everybody started to realize, oh, there is sunshine, and yes, you could build solar sites, and yes, it would generate energy.